What up, what up? Well, let us pray. I hope you're having a blessed and prosperous day. Welcome to Falcon Therapy, where Falcon fans come together to talk about Falcony-like things, where everybody's welcome to get these good vibes. Let us pray, even though, what I'm saying, we usually do this in the mornings. We're doing the evening show because we just couldn't get it together this morning. I was driving to work half asleep. Your boy was, man, I was out of it. I just got to be real. And I didn't want to be driving and trying to talk and be half asleep and with sleep in my eye and red eyes. And y'all be thinking I'm high or something while I'm talking. No, I was just sleepy. So I had to get myself through the day and let myself wake up before I get on here, chop it up with y'all. Just going to be, maybe 10, 15 minutes. Unless it gets cracking in here. But let us pray. Lord, we thank you for how you blessed us to make it through this day. We thank you for how you blessed us to see another day. You blessed us as we travel to our various destinations. You blessed us to have our right minds. You blessed us to have our health and our strength. We just want to thank you for how you watch over us. And we want to thank you because we realize that you consider us each and every day. You think about us. You have us on your mind. You make sure that we're okay. You watch over our families. You cover and protect our homes as we leave. And for that, we just want to tell you thank you. We don't want to take you for granted. You, your love, your mercy, your kindness, your gentleness, your forgiving power, your saving grace. We don't want to take you for granted. So we want to tell you thank you once again. Thank you for allowing us to, just walk according to your will and help us to be the best version of ourselves. Help us to walk in and live in our purpose, on purpose, and help us to be the sons and the daughters that you called us to be. We ask that you would bless each and every one of those that are hurting. Those that have lost loved ones, continue to look upon the Albrecht family. Continue to bless each and every one that is grieving the loss of loved ones on today. Wrap your loving arms around them and let them know that you love them and you'll be with them always. Thank you for each and every one that's going to come into the stream. Ask that you will bless them. You know what they need. Bless them all, whether it be a spiritual blessing, maybe it's a social emotional issue they have, or it could even be financial or mental, or maybe it's a family situation. Whatever they need, ask them that you will meet the needs, even if it's sickness or pain in their body. You are God, and you can meet each and every need that we have. So we ask that those blessings upon each and every one that would view the stream. In Jesus' name we pray, amen and amen. All right, man. We actually watched a little Cam Newton today. Cam Newton, former Florida quarterback, former Auburn quarterback, former Carolina Panther, former NFL MVP, Cam Newton. He was hired by ESPN. He was fired by ESPN. Along with Ryan Clark just recently, a couple months ago. So he's now doing this podcast, and he's doing really well on this podcast. I actually like Cam Newton's podcast a lot better than I like him on ESPN. So we're going to watch a clip of him talking to Michael Penix, and then we're going to react to it, and then we're going to get out of here. And if y'all got some things y'all want to add to the conversation, feel free. But we're going to react to Michael Penix talking with Cam Newton on his podcast, 4th and 1. All right. And he talks to multiple Atlanta Falcons. In this segment, he also talks to Kyle Pitts, and he also talks to the Terrell brothers, AJ and Avion, whom I didn't know that he actually worked with as they were, coming up through high school and helping them, hone their skills. So yeah, Cam Newton, he's from the Atlanta area. So homegrown talent, he's hands-on, making sure that he helps the young fellas get to the next level. So that's awesome. I love that about Cam Newton. You can say what you want about him. You may not agree with, all the, you may not agree with his fashion or some of his hot takes, but he truly lifts a hand up to those that need it. And that I love, and I hope and pray that we continue to see that that love spread abroad, because I think it's necessary. So let me cue this up for you. I'm going to share our screen. But I hope y'all had a great Tuesday. Mine was pretty busy. I ain't gonna lie. It was busy, man. School starts tomorrow. Kids come back tomorrow. So we're excited, man. All right, here we go. Cam Newton and Michael Penix Jr. I'm gonna pause it. Cam.
Welcome to 4th and 1. This is Training Camp Edition, and we're here live with the Dirty Birds, Atlanta Falcons, and we got none other than Michael Penix, man. Welcome, man. Welcome to the set, brother.
Good, man. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you.
Mr. Do-Rag himself.
Hey.
Mr. Do-Rag.
What's the affinity with the do-rag?
Man, it really just started, I'm just trying to get the waves going. And then it became a thing where
bro.
It was like, come on, don't
you committed to it, though.
Then it was like everybody just kept asking me about it. So I'm like, why everybody want to see my hair so?
For those of you that don't know what waves are, it's a form of a hairstyle where Black people will brush their hair, put grease on it, and the more you brush it, the wavier the pattern of the hair gets. And you will solidify and stabilize the waves by wearing what we call a do-rag. Okay, that's the do-rag on his head. The do-rag has become synonymous with Michael Penix Jr. Every time you see him, just about, you see him with the do-rag on. So let's continue watching.
Bad. Like I used to not, like in college, I had the do-rag too. That's when it started.
The purple, yeah.
But I ain't never wear it in the locker room. So like anytime anybody seen me, I had it on because it's during the game. You know what I'm saying? So then it was like, why he never take it off? So now I'm just like,
I didn't know at first. I was like, man, I didn't know if the hair was right.
Okay.
Like, you were struggling like me. I didn't know what it was.
I'm convinced, Peggy.
What you got?
Do-rag has always been associated and affiliated with Mike.
Because the night that Vic had the do-rag.
No.
What you saying?
Who?
Mike Jones. I'm there, bro.
You got to be here. Let's get right into it, though. Mike, as you identify your role on this team, what's your expectations for yourself?
5 things that are not worth your money. A huge down payment on a car, dealer fees that they always find a way to sneak in, interest payments on a car loan that feels like it will never end, surprise maintenance bills that are always way more expensive than expected, and depreciation because you're paying for something that just keeps losing value. The one thing that is worth your money, Flex Car. You get the car without the down payment, insurance and maintenance are included, and you're not tied into a long-term loan. Now that's worth it.
Keep your confidential information classified with Adobe Acrobat. Use the redact tool to select the information.
How about I don't?
Man, first of all, I got to get healthy. That's where it started at. For me, like, I know what I can do when I'm healthy. So everything I'm doing every day is to find a way to get better each and every day, get stronger, get healthier so that I can go do what I do. So that's right now, that's what I'm looking at.
What percent?
Question was, what are your expectations for yourself on your role on this team? Like Kevin Stefanski, he said his role is to get healthy right now.
Percentage would you say you are?
Right now, I'm close. I'm probably like 85, 90. Like the only thing I ain't do right now is contact. Mm-hmm. So I'm really staying away from like 11 on 11 because we don't want nobody accidentally.
Now, this is the part where it gets serious. Michael Penix said he's about 85, 90. What's up, Gats Boy Speaks? We're just watching this interview with Cam Newton and Michael Penix Jr. Pretty enlightening. I already watched it. We just saw the clip of Michael Penix Jr. saying he's about 85 to 90% healthy. Let's actually rewind.
As you identify your role on this team, what's your expectations for yourself?
Man, first of all, I got to get healthy. That's where it started at. You know, for me, like, I know what I can do when I'm healthy. So everything I'm doing every day is to find a way to get better each and every day, get stronger, get healthier so that I can go do what I do. So that's right now, that's what I'm looking at.
What percentage would you say you are?
Right now, I'm close. I'm probably like 85, 90. Like the only thing I ain't do right now is contact. Mm-hmm. So I'm really staying away from like 11 on 11 because we don't want nobody accidentally, falling. So
it's a gauntlet in there. Go ahead.
What was that journey though like? Like you coming back from an injury so early on in your career like this, like mentally, you staying locked in, you not wavering, and you being, right here today. Like where's your mind, your mental aspect?
Yeah, I mean, I'm straight. Like I've been through it. Like this my third ACL now, so it's like I've been through it too.
Third ACL injury, y'all. Third time he's been through this process. I believe him when he says he's about 85 to 90%. However, the competitor in me says I'm going to always say I'm a little bit better than I actually am. I'm going to say Michael Penix is probably 75. Will the Thrill Waddle, what's up, man? Look, we got to link up, man. We've been playing tag in the DMs, but we got to link up. I appreciate you, Will. Michael Penix Jr. says he's 85 to 90. I'm going to say he's 75 to 80 because anybody who ever played knows that you never truly want to give the actual percentage that you are. I'm going to say he's 75 to 80% right now. Appreciate you, Will the Thrill Waddle, for showing love, man. Gasway Speaks said, got to give him credit. He's been doing everything but 11 on 11. Yep. And it was his doctor's choice to wait another 4 weeks. I mean, doctor knows best, right? They're the only medical professionals in the building. Will Thurwater said, let's do it, my guy. We back and we're doing watch party for the game if you're free. Okay, watch party. Is the game Thursday? I got plans on Thursday. Friday, I should be free though. He's been rehabbing since February. Absolutely. He's been rehabbing since February. Got his surgery right away as soon as he could. Started the rehab. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Let's keep watching. Because this was a really good interview.
2 times before, and it's like it's just part of my story. And I feel like, whenever I come back and I do come back healthy and I go do the things that, I need to do, the things that I know I can do, it's just gonna be another thing where they look at like how did he get through that? How did he overcome that? And I'm just gonna say nothing but God, for real. So
did you know at that moment that it was an ACL?
No, I didn't, because it didn't feel like the last two. It didn't feel like the last two. It's crazy, because crazy story is like I got MRI tested and everything, and it's like they're looking at the MRI, they're like, okay, it didn't look like I tore my ACL on the MRI.
Yeah.
Like these doctors looking at it, and then like I go into surgery because like I'm talking to my doctor that I did surgery with, and he's like, all right, let's do the surgery. I'll go in there, see what's going on. So like really the surgery was to go see what was going on.
So you didn't even know, you about to go in the knife, but I don't know what
I wake up out of surgery and the doctor's like, you did tear your ACL. So I'm like, okay, well, I got this rehab to do all over again, you know, but it's crazy because like looking at MRIs, it didn't look like a normal ACL tear.
A couple of things that I want to kind of get into. And do you see yourself, and what time frame would not just the doctor's prognosis, but for you to give yourself the ability to come back this season? Is it the first 3 games, 4 games? Do you start the season? Like, what does that process look like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I want to start. I want to start the first game of the season, you know, but at the end of the day, it's about how I feel. So it's like,
all right, here's where the interviews start to get very, very serious. Broncos versus Falcons this Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Here's where the interview gets serious. And here's the thing. I don't believe he'll be cleared by week 2 of the preseason. I think they'll wait. Personally, I think they'll wait until the regular season because I don't think it's fair to him to clear him with 1 game left in the preseason. He's not going to win the job in 1 week. He's not going to win the job. So it is pointless to clearing him if he's not going to win the job, right? So I think you wait to the regular season to clear him. You give him the extra, a week or 2 or whatever it might be. And, you don't put pressure on him. Yeah. So let's keep watching. Let's keep watching. Because this will be addressed.
It's not really a time frame on it. It's more like it's like some small like growing pains that I go through that I got to make sure I'm at 100% to where it's like when I get out there I don't want to be thinking about it because like a lot of it is mental. It's like all right, it's like physically I got a good ACL. The doctors they did what they got to do. I can go out there and do anything, but mentally you hesitate. And it's
like, okay, huge. I agree. I think you wait for Penix to be 100%. You don't rush him back. Try to start him week 1. You wait, give him time, let him sit back. You got Tua for a reason, right? You let Tua start, and you work Michael Penix back slowly. But he said something interesting. He said, I don't want to be thinking about the knee because it's more mental than it is physical. He's telling you right now that he's thinking about the knee. He's telling you right now he's thinking about the knee. He's not comfortable physically, but the physical means nothing if the mental ain't right. He gotta put the trust in the knee, and that's going to take time. If anybody's ever had a significant knee injury where it required tons of rehab, whether you had surgery or not, crutches, it is a period of time where you do not trust that knee. I did not have ACL surgery. I tore my MCL, the medial collateral ligament, and I was cleared by the doctor, but I still was almost like on eggshells. Every time I moved. I worked my butt off in rehab to get cleared to go back and play. But when I was ready to play, I was still protecting that leg because I wasn't sure if the same thing was going to happen again the first time I got hit. I wasn't sure if I could really cut off that leg. So then I slowed down just a little bit when I would go full speed prior to that. When you jump, you land, you protect it. You put most of your weight on your other foot. It's just natural, right? So he's going to have to get past the mental aspect of the injury. It seems like the physical is coming along pretty well, but it's the mental part of the injury that he's going to have to deal with. All right. But then let's hear some more. And this part's going to be from Cam. And this is the most important part of the interview.
And do I trust it?
Can I give you free game, bro?
What's that?
Here it is.
And I use my story to give you perspective. I suffered 2 major injuries in my career. One was a shoulder, and another one was a lens frame. Yeah. My Achilles heel, no pun intended, my whole football history, ever since I started playing at the age of 7, was an ankle sprain. I get the lens frame on a non-contact injury, and I never heard of that word. They said it was an ankle. It's a foot sprain.
Yeah.
I'm like, week 1 go by, week 2, it's like, nah, this is a little different than a foot sprain. I don't feel myself progressively getting better. I tell you this story because the hardest thing for me to understand and cope with was getting out of my own way. Mm-hmm. If I could go back and redo things, I would have set out a whole season because I wasn't healthy.
Yeah.
We already had.
Look at Michael Penix's face. He is dialed in. Look at those eyes. These eyes are. Cam Newton is talking to his soul right now. He's talking to his soul. He's telling him, hey, man, I know what you're going through. I was injured. I was on top of the world. High paid quarterback. I was drafted high. I was playing for the Carolina Panthers. We were battling in the NFC South with the Saints, with Drew Brees against Matt Ryan. I got injured with this Liz Frank injury in my foot, and I had never heard of the thing, and they're telling me it's just a foot sprain. And he's saying, you know what? I thought I was Superman. So I just wanted to come back and play as fast as possible. I want to come back and play. But Cam Newton saying, in retrospect, if I could do it all over again, I would have just sat out the year. I would have just sat out the year. He's talking to his soul right now. Let's keep playing.
A person on the roster by the name of Kyle Allen. I call him Lovey-Dovey. Mm. He was on the roster and he was playing damn good football. Yeah. My pride was like, yo, I'm ready to go back. But my intuition was telling me I'm not healthy.
Yeah.
I tell you this because from quarterback to quarterback, bro, it's unfortunate, but you're on a clock.
Yeah.
I would hate for you to come back from an injury knowing, and only you can answer this, knowing that you're not 100%, being on a clock, because when I jumped back out there, being on a clock, everybody started judging, that ain't Cam.
Yeah.
He trash. He washed up. I can't come out and say, I'm not healthy.
Yeah.
Because when the doctors ask, when the coaches ask, when your team asks.
Didn't the weekend builder say?
Perfect time for a commercial. So this is pretty much what I wanted to talk about, okay? Yes, I'm sure the competitor in Michael Penix Jr. wants to play. He wants the starting spot. He's competing. It's supposed to be a competition. But what type of competition is it when you're not even cleared for an 11 on 11? Tua has all the leverage. And matter of fact, right now, Jack Strand has more leverage than Michael Penix does. I have no doubt that Michael Penix wants to get out there and prove that he can be the guy. It's his 3rd year. He sat behind Kirk Cousins. He got the start last year. He went out with the knee injury. Now he's behind the 8 ball again because he's not cleared for training camp, and there's only a couple weeks left before the season starts. He's saying, I want to start by week 1. But he just told us he's thinking about the knee, the mental aspect of the game. He wants to get to the point where he's not thinking about the knee. And Cam Newton can see something in him that he remembered about himself. And he's telling Michael Penix, do not go out there trying to prove anything to anybody if you're not healthy 100%. He's saying he's 85 to 90 right now. Just me, how I read people. Michael Penix Jr. is not 85 to 90 right now. Just how I'm reading him, man. He might be 75. He might be 75. But he's going to boost it up a little bit because he's a competitor. He don't want people to think, oh, 75. Oh, man, what? He had all this time to rehab and this, that, and the other. I hope he does not play until he's ready. I hope he does not play, like Cam said, letting his ego or his pride get in the way. If Tua starts playing well, thinking, oh, I'm going to lose my job. Oh, coach, I'm ready. This, that, and the other. Just let the process play out. But first of all, make sure that you are healthy. You've already had 3 ACL surgeries, young man. There's no rush. Because when you get out there, Cam Newton said, people are going to judge you. You are on the clock. They want to see you perform. Not just perform, they want to see you win. GA Texas Boy said, how is that when he is doing everything but contact? Man, the contact is the biggest part. The contact is the most important part, though, bro. He's out there basically like a glorified, I don't know what you want to call him. I don't want to call him a practice dummy, but you know he can't be touched. He can't go out there in 11 on 11s. He's making some throws. He's doing that, but he's being protected. He's being coddled. He's not going to be coddled in a real game. And just like Cam Newton said, I've done it myself. I did whatever I could do to rehab and get back in the game so I could be with my teammates when I knew I wasn't 100%. But I just wanted to get back on the team. I just wanted to get back in the game. I just wanted to get back on the roster. So Michael Penix Jr., my advice to him would be just take your time, man. Don't rush it back. He's a talented kid. He still has a lot to learn. And I think that's even more so. You got a lot to learn, man. You're learning a new offense. Take your time. Watching Tua, those first, I don't know, however many games, maybe the first month of the season, watching him run the new offense might be the biggest blessing in disguise for Michael Penix versus throwing himself in the fire. What's up, Lee? How you doing, man? I honestly thought playing Tua at the beginning of the year is the biggest blessing in disguise for Michael Penix. The worst thing that could happen is Michael Penix gets cleared. He starts week 1. He looks bad. Tua takes over his spot. Then it's a wrap for Michael Penix in Atlanta. It's a wrap after that. So the best scenario for him is watching Tua. Whether Tua does great or not, watching is the best scenario for him at the beginning of this season. Jay Texas Boy, good question. He says, okay, so if he sits this season, do you see Michael Penix Jr. as better than the 2027 draft class. I would have to look at the draft class. I'm not going to say that he's better or worse than the top quarterbacks. I mean, the quarterback that I hear people talking about the most is Arch Manning, and I'm gonna be honest. I think Arch Manning is a little overrated, man. I think his accuracy needs a lot of work. He's more athletic, more mobile than the other Mannings. I think that's the only thing he does better than Eli or Peyton at this point in his career. He has the Manning name, but I haven't been very impressed with his play. So I would say, yeah, Michael Penix is better than a better prospect than an Arch Manning, but you have to put the parentheses on there because or an asterisk. Falcon fan forever, what's up, man? You got to put an asterisk because he has the 3 ACLs. He has the 3 ACLs, man. And you only get 2. God only blessed you with 2. and he popped 3 of them. So I just want what's best for him and what's best for the Falcons in the end. If what's best for the Falcons is Tua Tagovailoa getting the start and him playing all year, Falcon fan forever, man. You weren't even in here. And you are aligned with this conversation. He said, I just hope Michael Penix Jr. can come back healthy. If he's not clear this season, he should just sit out. Come on, man. Do the smart thing. Don't let your pride and your ego have you go out there if you're not healthy. All right? Let's keep watching, though. Let's keep watching. Get y'all being here on Tuesday.
You thought you could check after. Luckily, Ally rounds up on your spending and adds it to your savings. Because you shouldn't have to do everything yourself.
With Walmart's Back to College Finds, your room can fully match your passion.
Can you go? Yeah, I can go. And I use that example because as a young player, bro, as a quarterback,
yeah,
you are held to a standard that not a lot of people can go to, or a lot of people have. There's multiple receivers on the field. There's multiple D linemen, 3 techs, like shades, running backs, whatever. But there's only one quarterback.
Yeah.
So let this be a proverb to let you know, don't come back until you're ready.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Absolutely.
I'm telling you, because if you come back and in that conscious in your mind where you're seeing ghosts, you're feeling ghosts.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, I don't feel like myself.
Yeah.
That's going to have a trickle-down effect more so than that leg would ever do.
Yeah.
So if you're not 100% confident, hell no.
Yeah, no, that's real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real. And that's the mindset I have right now going into it. Like, because I know, because I look back at like my career. So like in 2020, my second ACL tear, I came back in that 2021 season and I wasn't the same. It was like everything I was doing, I was thinking about it. It was crazy because like I had confidence in the offseason. They're like, the doctor's like, okay, you're good. If you feel good, you can play. I get a call the week of the first game from the doctor. Hey, I'm just letting you know I didn't clear you, but if you feel good, you can play. But I'm just like, before camp, you just told me I was good.
Oh, yeah.
So like, you got to think,
He just covering his ends though.
He covering his ends. So like, but I'm just thinking like, so now I'm getting into the season and I'm like thinking about it. And I couldn't even play to the best of my ability. So I know that's the last thing I'm going to let happen, you know, again, because I know what I can do when I'm healthy. So I want to make sure I get back to that point. So for you, like with that story, like that's real. Like that's real. And I hear every word.
Contrary to what a person may believe, and the hardest part of what I do now is I'm so honest that now when I run into people like you, it's my job to critique you, bro.
Yeah. But
don't allow me to critique you when I know you a limb, like your limbs ain't 100%.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I know we're trickling down with time, and I always wanted to ask you this question. Was you and Kirk Cousins beefing?
Nah, I ain't got no beef with nobody. It's all ball. Like I was there for business. Like I got drafted. I ain't make the pick, but where I'm at, I'm gonna stand 10 toes on that. So it's like for me and Kirk, I was never like anything between us. Like we was cool. Like I didn't think he had a problem with me. I ain't have.
Okay, let me rephrase it.
Yeah,
y'all can be cool, but did he help you?
He did. I ain't gonna lie, he did. Like I would ask him questions, and then like he would listen to me sometimes. Like if he came to the
look. Cam asked Michael Penix Jr., was you and Kirk Cousins beefing? If you're not familiar, Kirk Cousins gets signed by the Falcons after rehabbing from a torn Achilles. Gets signed for a $100 million guaranteed contract as a free agent. And then the Falcons turn around and draft Michael Penix Jr., 8th overall in the draft. A couple months later, Kirk Cousins was upset. Thought he got the wool pulled over his eyes. Thought he fell for the banana in the tailpipe. Felt misled. Felt bamboozled. He ended up losing his job to Michael Penix due to injury, play, whatever you want to call it. His play was bad. He said he was okay. Then he come out in the football documentary saying that something happened to his shoulder or his elbow or whatever it was. But he was telling all the reporters he was okay all year long until he lost his job. Then he tried to, come clean. Beginning of the year next year, Kirk Cousins demanded a trade. Goes to Arthur Blank and asks for a trade. Arthur Blank does not trade him. Kirk Cousins remains on the roster. Ends the season after Penix tears the ACL. Then Kirk Cousins is released by the Falcons, and now he is with the Raiders. Okay, now he's with the Raiders. That's a lot of Kirk Cousins updates right there. But Cam, is asking some tough questions. Why demand a trade? He thought he was still a starter in this league, Kirk Cousins. It looks like he might start. He might start in September for the Raiders, only because Fernando Mendoza may not be ready as a rookie to take on the starting gig. It was a lot of incompetence going on. Dad's Boy Speak said, also dumb and incompetent coaching mess that up. I mean, coaching, you talking about general managing. A lot of people dropped the ball with that whole scenario. But Penix said we was cool, man. I ain't had no problem with Kirk. And why would he, right? He's drafted. He comes in. He doesn't know Kirk. Kirk doesn't know him. He don't owe Kirk Cousins any kind of explanation or anything like that. He didn't draft himself. He's just coming in and is a young fella just trying to compete for a job, and he didn't take Kirk's job. Kirk lost his job because he wasn't playing well. He didn't take his job. He lost his job. So I don't think there should be any animosity from Kirk Cousins. And there definitely doesn't look like there's any animosity towards Kirk Cousins from Michael Penix. All right. I was watching the Steve Smith podcast. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, when they was talking about the receivers and the receiving room and the coaches last season. I was definitely watching that. Yep. Ike Hilliard.
Sideline, I felt some type of way. So like, it was never really like. That's why I'm saying I ain't never feel like it was no. If he felt some type of way, I don't know.
But was it like an OG or mentor type, or it was just like, oh, that's just another person?
It's just another person. Mm-hmm. That wasn't his job either. Mm-hmm. His job, and he took to mentor me. He trying to feed his family, So it's like it didn't feel like no friction at all between us.
Yeah. But when you say certain things like, I don't feel support. It was, I don't want to misquote you, but it was alarming because we covered it.
Yeah,
it was like,
we talked about that.
For a young quarterback to say, I don't feel support or I don't feel like I got help. It was something that you said that I was like, hold on.
In regards to finding your way, obviously.
Yes, it's like,
that was so like that question. That was like
misconstrued. Yeah,
okay.
Because like I think I heard that question wrong. Like if I were to hear that interview again, I remember when it was all going around. Like
it was.
I ain't mean it like that. I even went to my coach. So I'm like, y'all know I ain't mean that. I ain't mean it like that because I ain't see how it was taken. Because like whenever I was thinking they was talking about like some outside of the building.
Yes.
I thought they were talking like if you listen to the question, I was thinking they were talking about outside of the building.
Okay.
Like, even like before I answered, I kind of like
you was trying to think about
I was like outside of the building. I'm like, like.
But you've been competing since you got drafted, since you've been here. Yeah. Is this competition different from, your previous competition? And even to that point, it's a two-part question. Is it different? And also, even with Cam, going to this point, how do you compartmentalize, this is my teammate, but I'm also competing against this person?
I mean, the biggest difference, I'm just not out there for 11 on 11.
Yeah.
Like, that's tough, missing those reps, those real game time reps where you got rush coming at you. But like outside of that, like everything else still the same. I'm still doing what I got to do. What was the second part you asked?
Like your mental, like how do you compartmentalize? Like this is my teammate, but I'm also trying to play over this person.
Yeah, I mean, in my position right now, it's easy because like I know I can't start unless I'm healthy.
Yeah.
So like for me, my mindset right now, I'm not worried about the starting job. I know what I can do. I know what I can do when I'm healthy. So I'm like, all right, let me get healthy. And then I'll worry about that whenever that time comes.
I think it's so intriguing right now as you're in this phase and understanding just ball, right? The first thing that I would say is a statement that I would have for you. There used to always be these little wearables that had WWJD.
What would Jesus do?
What would Jesus do?
Yeah.
But in using that as an example, I think for you in this time of your development, it should be WWID. What would I do?
Yeah.
Getting mental reps, a coach would always put me on. He's like, yo, what would you do in this situation?
Yeah.
Like Tua is a vet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's a, dare I say, a Band-Aid, right? For potential what could happen if he's given the opportunity, which he will have. My question is, what needs to be done for you to be the quote unquote franchise quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons?
We gotta win. Like that's the thing. Like you can't expect any high praise. You can't expect a city or somebody to rally around you if you're not winning football games. And like you said, like not too long ago, like we gonna get all the blame, we're gonna get all the credit. So it's like the pressure that you get in that role, you got to be built for it. And I feel like I'm built for it. So it's like once I get healthy, I go out there and help this team win football games. What they gonna say?
Yeah.
Man, Michael Penix, bro, appreciate you.
Yes,
I'll
bro.
leave you with this, bro. I'm born and raised here.
Yeah.
Right. What Matt Ryan, Ward Dunn, Michael Vick, Julio Jones, Roddy White, Chris Chandler, Jamal Anderson did for this city.
My opinion, J.J. McCarthy's trash.
Yeah.
But what Michael Vick did differently is that he gave hope to the culture.
Yeah, I mean, him being from Atlanta is overshadowed.
We don't need Michael Penix to act like Michael Vick. And I said the same thing to Bryce Young. We need Michael Penix to be Michael Penix. When Michael Penix,
other than Drew Brees, he was public enemy.
You have support, bro. And I know these people. And it was awkward because I was the division foe. I know Atlanta.
Yeah.
If you give Atlanta something to doggone rep,
stand
these is gonna rep for you, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be different.
Like real spiel. Point blank period. Julio Jones can't do no wrong in Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah.
Michael Vick can't do no wrong in Atlanta. I'm talking about south of 280.
Yeah.
For sure.
So for you, bro, get healthy, get confident, and lead like we know you can lead.
All right. Appreciate it.
This episode is brought to you by Wonderful Pistachio.
These are the chocolate sea salt and the chocolate toffee.
All right, man. That was it. That's our live and instant reaction and discussion regarding the Michael Penix and Cam Newton interview. That was a good interview, man. Yeah, I agree with you. It is crazy. Gas Boy Speaks saying watching Cam do interviews, Flowery Branch with Falcons players. As I mentioned earlier, he did an interview with Kyle Pitts as well. And the Terrell brothers, AJ and Avion. So you can check those out on your own time. They are on the same video that you just saw of Michael Penix. All right. So I hope everybody has a blessed Wednesday. We might, I don't know if we come back, probably not tomorrow evening. We'll probably try to do the morning. Last thoughts. Gats Boy Speaks says, if he was Coach Stefanski, he would let Tua start week 1. But he still believes Michael Penix Jr. takes over by week 5. All right. I mean, it could play out like that, man. You know, I wouldn't be shocked or surprised if it played out just like that. We hope y'all have a blessed and a prosperous day. Tell those that you love them while you can. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening, y'all. Be blessed. Thank you, Gas Boy Speed, for coming through. Please go support his channel. Check out his content on YouTube. He's doing some great things. Always coming by, sliding through, and contributing to the discussions here. So I appreciate you, man. Always. We had Falcon fans, Demick in here. Falcon fan forever. And then we had Will the Thrill coming through saying what's up. Will the Thrill, shout out to you, man. We're gonna link up and maybe see if we can link up on that watch party on Friday. If I'm not whooped, I have a long day planned on Thursday night. I'm actually I'll be speaking at a church Thursday night, so y'all pray for me that God will give me, you know, some words of wisdom to say to the congregation and things like that. So yeah, Thursday night will be a long night for me, but as long as I'm, you know, feeling energetic and energized enough, I'll try to hop in the stream a little bit and say what's up to everybody on Friday during the watch party. Broncos versus Falcons preseason game number 1, in which we should see some of the starters according to Kevin Stefanski. All right. Be blessed, y'all. Peace. And I'm out.